Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 78 of Let's Play the Spiderweb Software Instant Classic Jeff Vogel designed Queen's Wish 2, the Tormentor. We're in Esker Keep, and we are questing away. Let's go. Alright. So, in today's episode, I'd like to check out the Larocon route. You know what? We're going to just explore. That's what I want to do right now. I want to check out... excuse me. Oh, I promised to check out Etzae. So let's head into Etzae, I guess. And, check this place out. The ice is coming. That guy was standing in slime down there. Did you see that? You enter Etzae, the northern city of the Lodaga. It is an old settlement. The massive stone buildings of the Doggans are on display, but the centuries of sun and sand have left them looking worn. The ruins of Etzae's once proud walls ring the city. It is a poor town, far from the affluence of the coast. The men in the streets are quiet and anxious. Eyes pierce at you from windows as you pass. You have traveled enough to recognize this particular sort of fear. They sense that trouble is coming, and they are getting ready. He's standing in slime. Raymond. We are good vassals. Don't throw fruit. There are 3 worn posts by the road leading into the city where criminals can be tied up and left to suffer for their crimes. The sun is hot and bowls of rotting fruit are helpfully provided to pelt the miscreants. One skinny sunburned man watches as you pass. His arms are tied up over his head and both his arms and chest bear multiple bruises. Please help poor Raymond, victim of injustice. Throw some fruit at him. Hello? Help me, please, noble visitor. Save me from the cruelty of these sand folk. What are you doing here? I am sentenced to hang here, out in the sun every day, because of the cruelty of the folk here. Their hatred of outsiders. The cruelty of the Doggans? Hear my sad tale. I'm a man of the Kronos, wandering from city to city to work small jobs and find my fortune. Yet the cruel upward Doggans, they fear and hate outsiders. They grabbed me and hung me up here as an example to other travelers. Just because you're from another province, I am skeptical. Don't you know the Doggans are the greatest of raiders? All other provinces fear them. There is much distrust between the lands of the Rokaj. I am but an example. Oh, how I suffer! If only I could see the beautiful woods of my home before I die. How can I help? I was sentenced by Captain Sparl in the main hall. He gave me a fine for loitering. When I couldn't pay, he strung me up here. Please, noble visitor, go to that cruel man and ask him to free me. I will show mercy to you if I can. Thank you, wise noble. I am so grateful to have a little scrap of hope. You move on. Huh. Injustice. Morale. What are you staring at? Gone the what? Oh, there's Reggie. He helps the poor. Then there's Gone the Wanderer. The atmosphere in the inn is mostly quiet and tense. People huddle in tight groups and talk in low voices. This corner, however, is dominated by a tall, gaunt, boisterous man. He's a constant source of drinks and tales of adventure. When he sees you, he finishes his current tale and moves to join you. I know the look of another traveler, one who has faced danger in the unknown. Welcome, Haven. I am Gone the Wanderer, explorer of the Rokaj. Where are you from, explorer? I was born in the Hylitha, a good, strong boy of the row. Couldn't stay up there, though. Not at all. Had to strike out into the world. What drove you out of the Hylitha? My intolerance for boredom. The whole point of the Hylitha is to never change, to be the measure of the road judges itself by, to live in stasis. Stasis? They guard the deep truth of the Rokaj, and that can't ever be allowed to change. Not if you know what's good for you. So I left, went out to look for adventure. I found it, believe me. Gone the Wanderer is determined to buy you as many drinks as you will take and trade as many tales as you can stand. Even if half of what he says is a lie, he has been all over the Rokaj and explored a lot of new territory. Where have you explored? Everywhere the roads lead. The wilds around the Rokaj, the Kronos, and the Lodaga. I'm full of tales, as you can probably tell. Tell me about the wilds. The Rokaj is separated from its neighbors by hundreds of miles of wilderness, full of rich lands and savage beasts. We're slowly expanding into it. Better that land goes to fierce warriors and not the sniveling Akaman or whoever. What did you find in the Kronos woods? Something nobody has ever seen before. A new grove. In a stand of trees, I found a tiny bud size of your head that would grow into a new walking tree. Told the druids about it, of course. They were most grateful. Swore me to secrecy about its location. What have you found in the Lodaga? A lost valley not far east of Etzae, full of lava and blasted ground, approached through a tiny pass. Would have seen more, but a drake was guarding the way. I will return one day. Ah, the Firepits. And by the way, I do have to pay that drake 100 gold to pass and see what's up that way. I'll listen to your tales. He tells you several stories, mountains never seen by the eyes of a man, narrow escapes from savage Kabors, treasures won and lost. Standard fare, a sliver of truth in a mountain of other stuff. Still, there's no denying that this man has gotten around. Where are you going to explore now? The lost unexplored region of the Rokaj, the underworld. Full of darkness, perils, and treasure. I long to descend. There's only one thing I need to know. What do you need to learn? How to enter it. I've heard the rumors. There are 2 ways into the underworld, one in each half of the Lodaga. I need to find them. He grins. You wander around, right? You're a hunter and explorer too, yes? If you can tell me where those 2 paths are, I'll give you some of the trinkets for my travels. Where should I look for these paths? Look for the tunnels burrowed in the walls of the Lodaga. I believe in the eastern sort of direction, if the rumors are true. When you look out on the underworld, you'll have found the paths I seek. Why don't you just ask the Lodagans? Because it's a secret. There's wealth down there. The Doggans who found the paths hide them so they can get the wealth for themselves. That's why I'm asking you. Ask the wrong person about these things and your throat gets slit. I enter the underworld through the Firepits. A path through lava, guarded by a greedy drake. Arudico ruins? Amazing. I'll need to make some sketches of it. Well done. That is the southern path discovered. Huh, the southern path. So there's another path that I don't know about. Spits. Does Reggie trade anything but he is a traveler. Greedy Drake. Southern path. Oh, Fracas. I see. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go clean that up right quick. We have 100 gold. This is the did he say southern path? There's a path over here. Guarded by a greedy drake. Or maybe there's a northern path into it. I don't know. Let's come up and give 100 coins to this drake and enter. What is the toll? It is a mere 100 coins to show respect. Pay to enter my land once, and you may enter for all times. I am a fair creature. I will pay 100 coins. You give the drake a pouch of money. He takes it in a huge clawed hand and sniffs at it. Yes, the deal is done. You may pass. He leaps into the air and flaps his wings. The sand hurts your eyes. He flies off to the northwest. You enter a blasted wasteland. Volcanic activity has made this secluded valley hot and barren. Even the Ro, who are able to survive in the harshest of environments, have left this region to nature. Yet it was not always thus. You see the crumbling remains of an old stone road, and ancient pillars rise above you to either side. The valley was settled once. So interesting. Let's go ahead and fight. We're close to a level up. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot of plated scorpions. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up, guys. It just happens in the mornings for some reason. Go ahead and Havens Midas. Okay, you come here, here. It's not going to reach them, is it? I'll reach one. You come here and immobilize them. Or try to. Nice, it worked. They're going to rack on the poison, that's what I'm afraid of. We don't have a damage over time for them. Look at this poison, man. We are heavily, heavily poisoned. Should probably silence them, but oh my gosh. What kind of speed burst do these guys get? Speed bonus 40%. Seems more than that. You try to stun. Minus 27. Go ahead and Heavenly Rain. Battle Medic, that's cool. Go ahead and do that for more damage. You probably Poison Rain on that bunch. Send a little poison back at them. You H there, boom. Oh, it did not hit this one. Poison. Okay, go ahead and kill 2. Alrighty, let's try to stun. Pretty tough business. Let's heal up again. Battle Medic. Pretty nice when we have, whoops, no. Pretty, make it bleed. Pretty nice when we have, some healing abilities and such. Look at this. You've entered Nameless Ruin. Wow, a ruin. And what is that across the fire? Wow. Nameless Ruin that we can't get in. That's that side of it. Let's try this side of it. Nilzachek and Nilzachek's Hound. Looks like you can enter this ruin from the eastern direction. There's a tiny oasis to the north and an open gate to the south. You're far from the first to pass through, though. Other people have left plenty of tracks in the sand. Then you get close to the entrance and see that you are not even alone. A lone doggon has set up a shop here. He sits comfortably in the shadow of a rock overhang and has arranged his goods around a carpet. He waves when he sees you, unconcerned about the brigands and predators that hunt out here. I trade, he hunts. Welcome to the ruins. You approach the man sitting on the carpet, surrounded by a wild array of goods. It's hard to see his face, partly because of the hood of his robe and partly because of the checkered mask he wears. He favors you with a broad grin. His eyes flick over the insignia on your shoulder. The prince, I knew you were here, but I never thought you would visit me here. I am Nilzachek, the profferer, wanderer, and procurer of useful goods. We travel and trade all over the peaks we call our home. What are you doing in this wild place? Well, we're running our business, as you can see. Buying and selling only the strangest and most unique artifacts of the dark places of the Rokaj. We have long sought the finest of goods for the benefit of the most discerning and adventurous customers. And how do you get these goods? Many of them are scavenged from the ruins, a land so enamored of war. as the Rokaj produces ruins at an admirable rate. We also buy quality goods from those who obtain such things. Why did you come to this ruin? He looks at the open gate to the south and smiles. Oh, we've been picking this ruin for years. Lost civilization, you know. Lots of peculiar stuff. Also, this is a good hiding place for, wandering raiders, and we buy their salvage. And are all of these goods legal? He coughs. But legality is such a flexible concept in the Rokaj. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if we have laws at all. Don't worry, Haven. Everything I have here was legally obtained. I swear it 1,000 times. And yet you have your doubts. Are you from the Rokaj? Yes, Doggin born and bred. I was raised in only the finest alleys and slums, the cauldrons in which determined row are cooked to perfection. Aren't you scared to be out here alone? Not at all. All welcome the arrival of Nilzacek the Profferer. Know anything about this ruin, ghosts? Oh, I'm sure any ghost in this ruin got bored and wandered off centuries ago. Scavengers have been picking it clean of treasures ever since. What about wild beasts? They avoid the ruins, scared of something, I suppose. And brigands? Brigands would never trouble Nilzacek and company. They are, after all, dependent on the services we provide. Nilzacek the Profferer invites you to sit with him. He likes discussing the chaos afflicting the Rokaj, though he seems to have no information of actual value to you. He constantly tries to sell you one trinket or another. Occasionally, the light catches on the gaudy necklace he wears, sending annoying flashes into your eyes. How do you get goods to trade? Trade and scavenge. However, we have very high standards. High standards how? My partner and I like to travel light. We only want to hurt our backs carrying the most valuable, useful, or unique items. What if an item doesn't meet your standards? Then there are 1,000 low-grade fences and scoundrels who will deal with you. We have standards. You said that you have a partner. You note a quick flicker of emotion. Despite his calm, cocky exterior, something is troubling him. I do. Ezekiel has been my friend and business partner for many a year. However, he is absent. I confess concern. Tell me about your lost partner, Ezekiel. He is my right arm, or miraculously, he is my fast legs and grabbing hands. He is the sneaky scavenger, and I am the cunning trader. He went into the ruins over 2 weeks ago. He has not emerged. How long have you and Ezekiel worked together? Since our teens, our combined skills lifted us out of the slums and into a tolerable adult life. Why did he enter the ruins? To scavenge, looking for antiquities, magic, and other treasures. These ruins are heavily picked, but if anyone could find something of value in the rubble, he could. How did you learn about this place? Bribing nomads? These ruins are so ancient that the local tribe folk lore describes them as having witnessed the first sunrise. Why can't you go rescue him? I am a trader, I am no adventurer. Also, since he vanished, a large group of brigands entered the ruins. Didn't like their look. Don't want to be trapped in there with them. If someone could help me find him, I would put my considerable resources at their disposal. And you would like my help? Well, if you were poking around in some nice historical ruins anyway, I would make it worth your effort if you kept your eyes open. I can't trade with him now? Wait, that's weird. Yeah. The Hound? Huh. Well, I mean, we're not really fully suited to go into a ruin. And if these doors shut behind us, you are between two huge iron gates. The portcullis to the south is closed, blocking your path into the ruins. The wheel to the east looks like it's been recently tended to and oiled. Turning it might let you get further in. However, it might have other unpredictable effects. The wheel is very old, but brigands and scavengers have kept it in barely working condition. Some of it looks like recent construction. Maybe someone foolishly tried to make this ruin into a working fortress. Turning it may have unpredictable effects. Leave the wheel alone? Done. Because I'm going to return here at another date. Because right now, we, Let's see. Sorry about that. I kind of dozed off there for a second. Let's head to... We can't tell him about the southern exit or the eastern exit or whatever, because we haven't actually entered yet. I did promise I was going to check out the city of Etzae. So we'll come back here again, guys. Sorry to kind of get your hopes up on that. Let's go in the fortress. And then out, and then head to Etzae. And explore it more. That kind of just sidetracked me. This is the Etzae Architects. Need a clan house? Builder Zamare. This workshop looks more like a mage's laboratory. It is clean and quiet, and there are pens, ink, and piles of parchment everywhere. A closer look reveals that you have stumbled into a den of architects. An old, dignified man with ink-stained fingers approaches. He has the serious look of the row, but his eyes are alert and full of intelligence. Welcome, welcome, my prince. I am Builder Zamare. My clan turns dreams into stone, and we have worked with Havenites many times. We do our best despite our troubles. Tell me about the Zamare clan. We are builders. We help take the mere rough stone of the Lodaga and turn it into spires and halls. Our knowledge is the pride of the Rokaj. So you gather stone. He is shocked. No, make no mistake. We honor the art of the stonemasons. However, such stone is useless until it is made into buildings. We elevate stone from dead lumps into living halls. Are there many architect clans? Few. We are old and honored families. The Zamare have designed buildings for 2 centuries. Each clan has its own styles and its own secrets, carefully guarded. Are you related to my father's clan? I only wish. His eyes gleam with greed. Imagine what we could do with such connections. As Builder Zamare speaks with you, he walks from desk to desk, looking at plans and schematics. Sometimes he makes a note on one in charcoal. Other times he rolls one up and hides it away to keep outsiders from learning his clan's secrets. What sort of things do you build? Anyway, to assemble stone, we do, from a lowly clan hall to a tower or cathedral. We work both in the Rokaj and other vassals. We are very versatile, though. In the row, we can't make what they should be building most. What do you want to be building most? Walls for cities to protect us from raiders, thugs, and beasts. It is what we should have, but Haven has chosen to forbid it because of crimes committed a century ago. If I can, I will consider loosening Haven's control. Builder Zamare bows. It is more than your humble servant desires, but I am grateful. You mentioned you're having troubles. Oh, you noticed I said that. I did not mean to burden you. You doubt that. It is only we have lost one of our best sources for stone. It has made it much harder to do our work. Tell me more. There is a massive ruin to the north, centuries old, in a miserable, barren stretch of rocky desert. We get much of our best stone by dismantling its walls and roads. However, it has been infested, and my workers can't get in there to extract the stone. If you could help us, I would pay a bounty and find stone. What infests the ruin? Beasts of all sorts, scorpions and serpents, scuttling, misshapen creatures of all sorts. One day we see 1, then 3. Now it is overrun and we don't know why. So you just take that ruin apart for the stone? Of course, it is good stone. Clean, weathered, very nicely dressed, and just left sitting there in the desert. It was a very good claim to grab. Nobody else was using it. Okay. Thank you, Zamare. We can't make our walls. Stoneworkers Guild. We will be strong. Beware the raiders. Stay on the roads. Trader Tsunami. This is less a workshop than a showroom where merchants can arrange deliveries of caravans of fine dog and stone. Miners and traders constantly stop in to negotiate, bicker, and drink endless cups of tea. A lone man sits in the back of the hall. He is wealthy and in charge of the place, but everyone takes care not to get too close to him. He doesn't look like he slept in weeks. When you approach and he sees who you are, he orders a banquet of snacks set out for you. Welcome, honored traveler. I am Trader Tsunami, and this is my hall of trade. Much of our great province's stone is bought and sold at my humble tables. What do you trade? Stone! All grades and all sizes, mined from our quarries and properly dressed. All grades of stone? We have as many words for stone as the Kronos have words for trees. Whether it is crude gravel for your clan's paths or the finest marble blocks for a faraway palace, we can provide it. My forts could use stone. Yes. His eyes flick toward the door again. Dots of sweat appear on his forehead. That is a problem. The building stone your forts need is not available. No stone? Why? When the raiders began to attack, we had a run on medium-quality fortification stone. Then I had a hard time getting anyone to deal with me. Trader Tsunami sits and sips his tea with you. He tries to seem calm and in control, but the fabled raw resolve is failing him. He jumps at the slightest sound and constantly looks to the front door. You seem to be quite prosperous. I have been. I arrange trades in ways that make all parties feel safe and prosperous. My own claims are prosperous. We are even finding new stone in the downward daga. He smiles and slaps his belly. It is necessary to work hard and well if I am to make my wives content. Sorry, wives. Oh, did I say wives? I meant wife. My beloved wife. Must have been a mistake. Polygamy is illegal in all of Haven's vassals. You are very nervous. He thinks about this. I am. I don't want to trouble an honored guest, but some problems can't be ignored even by a row. I am interested in your problem. Well, I'm a targeted man. Someone paid the Geldnaz to try to kill me. That is why I sit here alone. Everyone wisely keeps a distance from me. As he talks, everyone in the hall quietly finds a good reason to retreat to the far end of the room. Now I wait for death and fail to figure out what to do. How do you know that the Geldnaz wants to kill you? I used to have bodyguards. A lone assassin attacked us in the street. My guards chased him off. He dropped a Geldnaz dagger as he fled, and we knew. My guards all quit after that, of course. They don't want to fight the Assassin's Guild. They wisely left me to my fate. Why does the Geldnaz want to kill you? I don't know. That is the madness of it. If someone told me, I might be able to honorably surrender. Instead, I am marked for death. Is there any advantage to me getting involved in this? He thinks about this. Stone. I can get you stone. Quality building stone. For your forts. If only you can help me. He quivers with fear. A surprising and pitiful display, but you can understand it. What can I do about it? You can speak on my behalf. Haven is one of the few forces the Geldnaz answer to. The place to go is the Worm's Teeth to the north. It is a secret place where the Geldnaz gathers, plans, and takes jobs. If it's a secret, how do you know about it? It is the sort of secret everyone knows. They just don't talk about it. Too dangerous. That's all for now, thanks. Interesting. Is this the Tower of Arudico? Stays quiet. It certainly looks like a Rudico. If this was Gene Forge, you could yank all that stuff. Coin puzzle. Well, I'm up for a puzzle. Let me F3 first. Let's see here. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Oh, this has to go somewhere too. Wow, these get trickier and trickier. This has to probably go down here. And then something like that, maybe. And this comes up. To something like that. And this comes down. And this, yeah, now we're making progress. This comes up like here. Whoops, this probably comes down here. And this probably, oh, comes up here. No. Yeah, this isn't going to work at all. That's not going to work for anybody. Okay, this I think comes up here. If this comes up here, it comes down here. This comes down this way. This comes down that way. And this comes up through here. Okay, I think I have it. No. Something like that, and this comes down here and does something like that, but then this comes up here instead. That's not going to work. Let's come down here. This stuck. Ah. Oh wait, this can go further up like this perhaps. No, what does that do? That doesn't do anything. That's not needed there. Does it have to be something like that? This would go down there, something like that. Now the brown is the problem. What? This purple is just not working for anybody. Neither is this. Oh, that's not necessary. Something like that is necessary, though. this. No, it makes a wall. So this has to come up like here. Come over here like so. And this has to come down here. And then presumably like that. I'm trying to find the shortest way possible. And purple would probably go this way. What in the world? Oh, purple can go this way. That's pretty nifty. That's got to be right. Now, what are we missing? Brown. That's not the way. We have to do something about this. I understand it now. So freaking clever. Woo! Alright, XP, but what did we get? What did it open? That was cool. This? Ah. Oh, a healing potion we can take. Nice. That's what it opened, I guess. Not going to take the paper. Even though I should be rewarded with paper. I'm a war mage. I must maintain them. Crush brute. Stairs. Don't poke the brutes. This Aaron must be a remarkable wizard. He has a pair of huge Brutus constructs lined up and facing him. They obediently stand utterly still. When he drops his concentration to turn and face you, they don't react. Impressive. He says, I am Aaron Merwa. You are the Prince of Haven. I will answer questions. I will help. Those are the orders of Master Arichalcum. We like smoke. What do you do here? I serve the Lodaga. I'm a war mage. When Merwa talks, it is in short, clipped sentences. There is a pause between each one, as if assembling clumps of words is a constant struggle for him. When I must, I fight. You came to fight as well. To fight the brigands. I did. You have seen the Lodaga. Life is a struggle here. I help with our defenses. How do you help with the town defense? I create defenders, like the brutes. I fill our warriors with power. I scorch the land with fire. The standard things. What research do you do here? I study the raiders. A new threat. Very strange. They are fast and dangerous. They command cob beasts. Very odd. Irid Merwa stares at you, waiting for your next question. Every once in a while, one of his constructs twitches or makes a sound. He then glares at them until they are still again. Interesting brutes. Yes, made by me. Held stable and obedient. A skill of mine. Need to make defenders. Is Haven's fault. Haven's fault? We can't build proper city walls. Forbidden by Haven. So I make walls. Walls of muscle and claw. He nods toward the brutes. How can you provide help to me? I study the raiders. You got a petition, yes? From the Rasa. To destroy them? Yes, I am here to hunt the raiders. They are strong foes, hiding in tunnels and ruins. Must besiege them. Very difficult. Would be easier if they did not have their strange power. What is their strange power? They command the Ka beasts. Such creatures are mindless. Yet they obey the raiders, fearless and fierce. His eyes gleam with greed. He wants his power for himself. Trying to learn how they do it. Do you know? I don't know how they do it. Learn then. Find isolated raiders who command Ka beasts. Question them. Learn the secret. Some raiders are isolated. They are in Fort Cariaris to the south. The master can tell you more. That's all for now. Thanks. Okay. It's F3. How long have we been playing? 39 minutes. Wow, it just flies by. Let's look. We got another health potion, which is huge. Let's look around a little bit more. Alright, that's all that's in here, I guess, then. right, that looks like it's it then. Very cool. I'm going to save here, guys, and say thank you for joining me. Next time, we'll explore more of this poor but beautiful city and see what we get into. There is a ton of content left, guys. Make no doubt about it. We haven't been to the Northern Highlitha. We haven't done really any content in the Highlitha. Tons of game. So I hope you'll join me for that. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Much love, peace, and joy. Take care. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.